They leave off their email address or they leave off their, oh my goodness, why do you want to do that? But it happens a lot of times because sometimes you forget to go back and critique it. Okay? And we have quite a few people have job opportunity, the resume looks so good. But then we try to call them, then guess what? We didn't have a contact number. Okay? Now, all that looks good. Now, let's talk about the email address for a second. Alright. You want to be careful about your email address? Okay? I had one person came in today. Their email address, so I never looked at it. I'm reading last night. Now I'm looking at it wrong. It said Miss Sexy Red something at yahoo.com. Okay? I'm like, I said, wait a minute. I know you gotta have another email address. I know you don't want to mention this to the employer, do you? Oh, she said, oh, no. But I said, Sexy Red, what's wrong with that? It's very unprofessional. Very much so. So the company's like, maybe I call this one, email them at night. Oh, okay. That's an invitation, right? Okay. So if you have that type of email, you want to do what? Change it. Have your email just for jobs. Okay? Now, they also, if you don't want to give out your telephone number, they have a telephone just for Google. If you go on Google, just have a telephone number that comes straight to Google. You call it back. They also have the texting. You want to buy a texting, you want to business on your text, they have that for texting as well. Okay? But be very professional. Now, let's go back to the telephone. Yeah. Huh? The voicemail. If you call the phone number back and you get this boom, 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 or you get something real slow.
Right. And the last thing is, in doing an interview, you want to make sure you have eye contact. Sit on the very edge of your chair. Make sure you wear comfortable shoes. I know. Those cute ones are so cute, but you want to make sure that you have cute shoes for the cute times, and you want to have just a basic pump for interviews. And those basic pumps, usually about 2 inches, maybe no more than 3 at the absolute most. 9 times out of 10, no toes out, no backs out. Sometimes they'll go with a sling back, but most of the time you want to make sure that you have your toes and your feet completely covered. Hosiery for sure. I know a lot of ladies don't like wearing hose, but you wear hose for an interview, you have a job where you don't have to wear them that next week. Okay? Always make sure that when you wear, I suggest skirts. I'm just a skirt kind of girl. When I look at young ladies that come in, I always, even though it's appropriate in today's society that you can wear slacks, pantsuit, matching tops, or that kind of a suit kind of situation, but most of the time it's more appropriate, and it just makes you stand out if you wear a skirt or a dress with a jacket. Okay? Now once you've got all that done, you're in the interview and you're looking nice, you got your heels, you got your ankles crossed at the ankle, and gentlemen, you don't have to cross your legs at the ankle, but you do have to wear your ties and your suits and making sure you're groomed very nicely. Even if you have, as Terry was talking about earlier, you may have an ethnic name. Well, you may have ethnic hair. You may have an afro. You may have curly weave. You may have whatever. But that particular day, make sure that you do a standard. Bun in the back, or if you're going to have it down, make sure it's just, part down the middle and off your shoulders. Anything that looks just basic. You want to be very, very basic. You want to stand out. You want to have them looking at and remembering her hair was wild. Or he had all this mustache and beard. He looked like Grizzly Adams coming in here. Who do you want him working for? You don't want them to remember that. What you want them to remember is your dynamic personality and your 100% qualification for that job. That's the only thing you want them to be concerned about and thinking about when they remember Jill Smith or Carnesia Jones or whatever it is, okay? Or Shay. We changed your name, right?
So describe a difficult problem you had to solve in your last position How did you go about resolving it?
A difficult problem was maybe, I would have to say that the student worker actually did not show up for their position that day, so it kind of we had to re-divvy out the skills on what was going to be assigned to who. A lot of people didn't really know what to do or where to go, so I guess I kind of took the initiative to call her to ask her what exactly did she do and how did she want it done, or how our supervisor